We're ready? Okay, good morning to everybody. Boker Tov, Chodesh Tov. Erev Shabbat Kodesh, Parashat Korach. We're dedicating the shiur Leilui Nishmat Devorah Fege Bat Shemuel and Ora Devorah Bat Shemuel. תהא מנוחתם עדן בעזרת השם. איזה הוא גיבור? הכובש את יצרו. איזה הוא גיבור? הכובש את יצרו. We know who is the hero, who is the one that have the power. says the Mishnah in פרקי אבות, הכובש את יצרו. אבות הרבי נתן says, איזה הוא גיבור? מן הגיבורים. Who is the hero from all the heroes? הכובש את יצרו. And Rabotai, the question is, what do you mean? I mean, I understand that that's a very powerful power, but it's the only one that is called hero is the one that controls is Yetzer. You have many type of heroes. So you have the one Kovesh Titzro. You have the ones that are that they know how to fight with the enemies, are also called Giborim. And in the Torah they're called Giborim. Is it Gibor that's the only Gibor? I heard a beautiful perush that says all the Giborim and Rabotai are not real Giborim. You know why? Because a Gibor, a real fighter, if you win one war, with the time you're going to have another war and they're going to get you. They're going to win to you. Who is the only Gibor that whatever he did, the action of a hero that he did, is going to stay forever? Only the one that is Chovesh Titzro. You know, there are all type of competitions in the world, right? Sports and all type of things. Sometimes you can have the best players playing in one game, and they got the cup and everything was well. And next year they can be the worst, right? But they were Giborim last time. Yeah, but the power that they have as an hero, it's not something that will maintain for long. But HaKovesh Titzro is something that it's going to be for all the generations until Mashiach's arrival. Where do we see that from? This week's parasha. Korach. Korach, Rabotai, we have to understand who he was, this man. This man, according to Chazal, this man was Baal Ruach HaKodesh. We explain in Nosei Aron Haya. Not only that, Chachamim are saying that he had all the great midot. You know, to get to Ruach HaKodesh, you have to look. There is a Sefer Mesilat Yesharim. You know what's Mesilat Yesharim? Yeah, of the Ramchal. Mesilat Yesharim goes every single midah, quality that a person has to work on himself. And after you finish the whole book, then it tells you that's the way to get to Ruach HaKodesh. No, not to learn Mesilat Yesharim, to apply it. That's the hard work. Midat HaZeirut, Midat HaZerizut, and every single midah that the Mesilat Yesharim writes down, and then you get to Ruach HaKodesh. Can you imagine if Chazal are telling us that Korach had Ruach HaKodesh, which level he had? So what happened? How come? Chachamim are saying, as a Gibor HaKovesh et Yitzro, you can be one moment of challenge. And that moment of challenge, it can take you in hours to be kofer ba'ikar bar-minan. That's what happened with Korach. He became kofer only because of kavod. You had a challenge. The Yetzer Hara wanted to control you, and he didn't stood strongly. That's the result that happened. That reminds me of a story. There was a rabbi by name Rabbi Segal. He's Hasid Gur. And he works as a Mashgiach Kashrut in one of the hotels in, I think it's Poland or Ukraine. You know, today there are so many people are going to Kivrot Tzadikim in all that area. So they open up restaurants and hotels and everything kosher. And his job is to work in that restaurant. He says that one day he was sitting and he got a heart attack. He lost his conscience right away. The lady that was working there, the Goya, realized that quick. She called up the ambulance. The ambulance came. They saw him. They said there is no chance. It's over. And she pushed it. No, there is a chance. There is a chance. Baruch Hashem, he got back the, how do you say that in English? Dofek. The beat? Heartbeat, yes. She got it back. And he got it back. And he was sent to Israel. Baruch Hashem is well and is safe. He says that how did the lady realize that he was having a heart attack? Crazy. She said she's a Goya. All her life she wanted to be a singer. She sings all the time and she loves to sing. Now this lady was working in that restaurant, right? And every few minutes she was singing. Now the mashgiach kashrut, right? The rabbi, this Rabbi Sega, was telling her, listen, you cannot sing. And she was singing. So every time she just was starting to sing, he was saying, shh, no, quiet. And she was getting quiet a little bit, and then again. She said that day, she started to sing, and he's not saying the shh. She's waiting for the shh, and there's nothing. He sees him, and he's sitting on the chair. She says, that's weird, what's going on? She approached him, and she realized that he lost the consciousness, and he was falling already. Then he said, listen, what is the concept? Sometimes a person, it's hard. You know, every single day to stop someone not to sing because of halakha. You know, and why not? She sings nice. But it's halakha. We're not allowed. And this man was koveshet itzro. One action that he did stood for him to save his life. Listen, what is this? Amazing. The Midrash writes, it's a chidush what I'm about to tell you. Noach, Chachamim are saying that Noach, I'm going to tell you how this Midrash came up. One time, the rabbis after the war, after the Holocaust, they gather all together in Israel. And the rabbis spoke in between them. And Rabotai, all the rabbis were complaining and they were saying, you know what, we lost the whole entire Torah. Yeshivot got burned. Talmidei Chachamim got killed. It's over. It's over. There's no more future. And the rabbis, they were totally depressed. There was one rabbi in that meeting. His name was Rabbi Kahanman, the Rosh Yeshiva of Ponovich, the one that built up the Yeshiva of Ponovich, the biggest Yeshiva and the first Yeshiva in Eretz Yisrael. And he was sitting over there, and he stood up and he said, I'm sorry, I just want to tell you something. There is a Midrash by Noah. The Midrash writes that when Noah took all the animals inside the Teva, he didn't took only animals, he took all the seeds, all the leaves, whatever plants can exist and fruits as well. That's what the Midrash writes. And says the Midrash, he took everything besides one seed or one leaf. Which one? He didn't took olive. Why he didn't took olive? Because the olive is the only plant that if you don't plant it in 1 year, it will get ruined. He said, anyway, I will have to be in the Teva at least 1 year or more. Therefore, forget about it. I'm not going to take it. For what? And Noah was betzad. He was suffering because he was thinking to himself, now that we're not going to have more olives, we will not have any more olive oil, and there is no more olive oil for the menorah, and for the Beit HaMikdash, and for the Shemen HaMishcha, and the whole thing that we have in the Torah. What happened? Says the Midrash. When Noah sent up the dove, right? which leaf he brought? The leaf of oil leaf. Not oil. Zayit. Olive, right? Say HaKadosh Baruch Hu to Noach, what do you think? That I need you to create the world? I ask you as ishtadlut, as a minimum. I don't need you, Be'emet. When you believe that there is someone on top of you, don't worry. You did your maximum. I'm going to take care about all the rest. Say Chachamim, the major sin of Korach was that he forgot that there is Borei Olam on top. If he was having some patience, and if he was believing that everything is letovah, and everything is for your well and for your good, there is no reason why to get into fights and why to get into machloket. There was a Jew. Okay. There was a Jew that his son, true story that happened now those days, his son had asthma in his skin. You heard about that? There is such a concept. Asthma in the skin. What happened? The whole entire body is becoming with all type of cuts and stuff, and it's very painful. So the father tried, different doctors, different creams and all that. They told him the only thing that we can tell you is that in Switzerland, in a certain mountain, whatever, they have there is a special air, and that air will help the skin of your son to get healed. Here in Israel, forget about it. Now the father is a boy in Kollel, in Yeshiva. He says to himself, I'm going to go to Switzerland, so I don't know which mountain, what minyanim, what yeshivot, kollelim, I'm going to lose all my learning, I don't know what to do. From another hand, but I need to take care of my son. He went to Rav Chaim Kanievsky. And he told him, Rabbi, what should I do? I have my son, like so-and-so, and my kollel. The rabbi said, living to Switzerland? Not at all. And that's it. Rabbi Chaim Kanievsky is very short. He's telling you about a they already push you out. So, but one second, he was already outside. So, he's inside, he comes to his house. A few days pass, and not only nothing is happening, but it's getting even worse. The kid is suffering mamash. The whole entire body, the whole skin is totally ruined. The wife tells her husband, I think Rav Chaim Kanievsky didn't get you. You're going to take now the kid together with you. You're going to show Rav Chaim Kanievsky what's going on. That's what he did. He took the kid. They got to Rav Chaim Kanievsky. He took out all the bandage and everything. And they showed the rabbi, look what's going on by the kid. Those are the options, Switzerland stuff. To go to Switzerland, the rabbi says, Chaz v'shalom. He says, Rabbi, okay, Chaz v'shalom, Chaz v'shalom. What are you going to do with the kid? Don't worry, it's going to go by itself. That's what he told you. That's what he told him. Fine. Comes back to his house, tells to his wife, what by himself? He's getting even worse. He says, few days pass, and there is a person that lives in, I'm not sure which city, I think it's Arad, I'm not sure, that he have all type of creams and stuff. They told him about this person, told him, listen, maybe you should try. He already tried all type of creams. He said, you know what, why not? He went with the kid to this person. He told him, listen, I have a cream, old cream. It's not going to make any worse. Try it on. He said that he gave him the cream. The kid puts it. 3 days, everything is clean. The father runs to this fellow and tells him, I need this cream. I need to have it with me. He says, listen, it's a very old cream like I told you. I got it from this company. Go to that company and ask it for them. He went to the company, he said, listen, I got this cream, whatever. He said, sir, we stopped making the cream. He says, why? Because this cream is not built up for the sickness that your son have. It's for another sickness. And this cream, how many days you put it? You're saying 3 days. It's impossible, 3 days. This cream starts to make effect only after 1 month. And the guy understood the message. The guy understood that it's not the cream and it's not the doctor. It's Borei Olam when he's on top of us. So Borei Olam wants us to do our effort according to nature. Yes. But at the same time to believe that he is the one that is giving the Yeshua. That was the mistake of Korach. Say Chachamim, Korach, if he had a little bit of sechel, he wasn't even getting inside the machloket. Why? What was all the reason of the machloket? Because of Elitzaphan, right? Elitzaphan was younger. His father was younger than the father of Korach. And he said, it's not fair. What about me? It's not fair. Okay, let's check. How many sons does Levi have? 3. Correct? Gershon, Kehat, Umerari. Korach came from Kehat. Ben Yitzhar, Ben Kehat, Ben Levi. Right? Kehat was the second one. Who was on top of him? Gershon. Correct? Why Korach didn't thought 1 second? Gershon didn't get anything. It's not fair. What should I get instead of the sons of Gershon? What was the answer? When there is machloket, people are not thinking. If you're going to think, you're going to stop making machloket. You're going to realize that you're not right. Why? Because at the moment that you understand that everything is coming exactly for your need and exactly from Borei Olam, then you bring in the Shekhinah and Borei Olam is protecting us. But if not, then Bar Minah, the machloket can come and Esh Ochaltan, the fire can Bar Minah make a terrible result. Baruch Adonai Olam. Amen ve'amen.